Welcome to We Like D&D, the show where we talk about one of our favorite hobbies, D&D and TTRPGs and variety show style segments. I'm Kelly from the YouTube channel Power Word Spill, and I'm joined by one of my best friends and D-Inspirations, Alec.
I'm here as I always have been and always will be.
Wow, that's so comforting.
Promise you'll never leave?
I'll never leave. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. That goes for both of you.
Would you like to roll for introduction?
I sure would. I actually have a dice roller open right now.
Ooh.
I'm looking at his phone. He doesn't.
Hey, wait, that's just Tumblr.
Nat 20!
Whoa.
I don't see your phone.
It's not Tumblr.
So, I get introduced by somebody else, and I don't fuck up the introduction entirely. I say something that's to the point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello. This is Alec. He's pretty cool.
Hey, nice to meet you. What was your name again?
My name's Kelly.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Kelly.
That was fantastic.
I'm blushing.
Me too. Speaking of blushing, we're also joined by my long-term roommate / wife, Loren.
You're blushing or am I blushing? What was that meant to?
I think we're both blushing.
We definitely are. Hi.
Would you like to roll for introduction?
I should have said hi blushing. I'm dad.
Do you want to take that again?
Rough.
No.
That's rough.
16.
16. Pretty good.
I introduce myself and I say a fun fact. Maybe they don't get it, but they're still charmed
Oh,
by my passion.
what's your fun fact?
I've watched Heated Rivalry like 10 times.
That is fun. I'm so charmed.
It's the opposite effect it usually has when I say that out loud in public.
So you hang out with a lot of straight men?
Yeah, actually. Surprisingly.
So sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Today we're going to be doing some show and tell. Then we're going to be building an adventure inspired by Fallout. And
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And then we'll be rounding it out with a game of 2 DMs, 1 player.
How many DMs?
As many as you want, baby.
You want DMs? We got them.
3 DMs, no player.
That's just like the rest of the podcast.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so let's dive right into show and tell. Who wants to go first?
I could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pitch me.
Do you guys want to hear about a popular RPG for telling queer stories with friends that might have a pirate theme?
Ooh.
Or do you want to hear about a 3-person TTRPG where all 3 players are witches?
Whoa.
Oh, they both sound really
Yeah. I think I want to hear about witches.
I think I also want to hear
3-player
about
witches.
Okay. So let me tell you about The Mending Circle by Martin Nurikar. It's a game for telling healing stories together as precisely 3 players. Basically, someone somewhere is one of the torn. There's someone in a state of pain or anxiety in need of support. And that person catches the attention of the mothers who are like nurturing spirits of 4 witches. One of the mothers calls out across the ocean of human hearts to the 3 witches that are best suited to help.
Whoa.
Yeah.
GM-less?
It is GM-less.
Oh, cool.
Wow, very cool.
Can I read you a little blurb from the PDF?
I would love to. I would love you to.
At the heart of the Mending Circle lies a loving view of the human capacity for change. As a game about healing, it is also invariably a game about pain and trauma, and the conditions that bear this bitter fruit. It tackles the pressures, forces, and systems of civilization that push us onto a path away from each other. But in spite of this, the Mending Circle is a deeply hopeful game. It unashamedly believes that almost all of us want to grow to become better people.
Oh.
Wow, that sounds very nice. What is gameplay like? Like, GM-less, so it's a bit more sort of
Like free
cooperative
form.
narrative, kind of freeform narrative.
So there is one of the witches is also like the facilitator. So like it's
Okay.
mostly like,
The head witch.
yeah, the head witch. So facilitator is like in charge of preparing the supplies, teaching the rules, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's Kelly.
Yeah, basically. But it's really like at its core, it's GM-less. And so what you're doing as the 3 witches is you're performing a ritual to help heal the person in need. And so there's a binding ritual, like it's put into like acts.
Okay, so there's like a framework that you kind of work through. Okay.
It's like kind of like a 4-act structure. So in the beginning, there's like a binding ritual, and you introduce your witches.
Cool.
And then there's a part that is like trying to divine what type of wound the torn person has.
Cool.
And then you have to kind of build like a series of ritual spells together that bridge like the 3 gaps that the torn person has, bringing them safety, peace, and meaning. And then there's like a free play section where you kind of take turns narrating scenes that bring you towards that end. And as you guys feel like your witches have completed the spell, the players move on to like a collaborative epilogue about how the torn person's life moves forward from here. And then they perform a release ritual.
Cool.
Wow.
Are there
That
like
sounds really cool.
mechanics for the magic, like for the spell, or is it just like?
It's like very loose mechanics, so it's more like guidelines.
Yeah. Okay.
But they like encourage you getting like real witchy in real life.
Yeah.
So like amongst things you need, you might need candles. They suggest that you use a tarot deck to generate what the wounds are in the person, like that sort of thing.
That's very cool.
And it's they say like one of these stories takes about 6 hours.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's longer than I would have thought.
Yeah, me too.
That's nice.
So they say an hour for the Audrey,
Yeah.
an hour to get set up, and about an hour for each gap.
Okay.
And if you play this regularly, it can go quicker.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm very
cool.
intrigued by that. That's very cool.
I would love a fun little witchy evening.
Yeah.
For 3 players?
Yeah.
Wow.
1, 2,
Who are
3.
you guys going to invite?
Wow. It's perfect.
Your
It's
girlfriend,
made for us.
Me, Kelly,
No.
and Alex's girlfriend. You can drop her off.
She is not down.
You haven't even asked her.
She's not witchy and it's tabletop.
Okay, fine. I guess you can stay.
Wow, that's very cool. I'm very intrigued. I really, we've mentioned that Lauren and I have played like a couple self-guided kind of witchy games. Hedge Witch and Apothecaria. And it's just a very fun space to improvise in because there's obviously so much folklore that you can kind of draw from that like there's a lot of people seem to be familiar with. So it's just very intriguing. That's very cool. And I like the fact that there is that kind of clear structure there as well, because some of those narrative games, if there isn't like anything, I feel like I'm just playing by myself.
It can get a little dicey. Yeah.
So I like it sounds like there's a good amount of structure. Where and how much?
You can find it on Drive-Thru-RPG, and it's a bit steep.
Okay.
The PDF is 22 Canadian rubles.
Okay.
Okay.
But for like 6 hours per sesh.
Yeah. Interesting.
6 hours or less, yeah.
Is it up to 3 players or it is 3 players?
3 players.
Interesting.
Okay.
Precisely.
Okay.
3 players.
For balance.
All right. So
Well, think about like
for the throuple in your life.
Well, think about like think about like the fates.
Yeah.
Is 3 witches, right?
Right. Yeah. There are always 3.
Yeah. The rule of 3. Yeah. Witches, Sith.
Yeah. That's very famously.
Yeah. Actually, if you think about it, the Sith really are just like toxically masculine witches.
True.
Yeah.
We recently rewatched the original trilogy and the prequels.
Yeah. Original
Still hold up.
trilogy? Great.
Still holds up. Yeah, prequels? Not so much.
All of them. Not just the men, but the women and children. I haven't seen it in like 20 years, so I don't know if I got the line right. But
You did. You almost nailed it perfectly. Yeah.
I have.
Sand. I hate sand.
It's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere. I actually think, despite George Lucas doing a rather bad job of directing, the prequel trilogy actually slaps.
Yeah. Well, actually, this came up on the podcast previously. We watched it in Machete Order.
Oh, nice.
For the first time. So
Except we did watch episode 1.
Except we did watch episode 1. In true Machete Order, you're supposed to just fully
That's the
forget.
machete of Machete Order.
Yeah.
So you watched
so
it in Godfather order.
4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah.
Because at the end of, Godfather, you go back and see
I've actually never seen Godfather.
Oh,
I know
Godfather
it's
Part 2 is a prequel that takes place in Italy.
Oh, I see.
And like Godfather 1, classic, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Godfather Part 2, equal or better, people say.
Wow. I
And-
really have been meaning to watch them. I got to.
I know so many straight white men in my life have told me to watch it.
Well, from one queer half white man, Godfather is pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
noted.
We also found a fan edit on Reddit that I'm very intrigued by that cut all 3 prequels down into one.
I've seen that, but I haven't seen it. I've
Okay.
You haven't watched
Can you link
the-
it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
next
haven't watched
time
it.
we're going to
Yeah.
watch Machete Order, but the fan edit of the prequels.
Yeah,
And then I think we've got a lot.
yeah, that's the hack.
Well, if you need a third person on the couch for that,
Okay,
let me
yeah.
know. I will drive all the way to your guys' place.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Well,
We'll light candles.
Yeah.
We'll play a little witch game, and then we'll watch Machete Order.
We'll
and
do
we'll
a
watch
quick
10
6-hour
hours of
session.
Star Wars.
Honestly, sounds like a dream.
Just gotta move closer, buddy.
Yeah. All right, Lauren, me or you?
I can go.
All right.
Let me pitch you on a cottagecore one-shot adventure where you get to help someone propose,
Ooh.
or a DIY fear tracker that you can make for your next Daggerheart game.
Oh, is it mine? is it the Power Words Phil DIY?
Why
fear
would I
tracker?
Posted
bring
today.
your fear tracker?
Well, Kelly brought it.
He's holding
Well, I'm
it. He's
just,
holding it behind his back.
I'm just shocked that you would bring a direct competitor on this podcast.
You don't even know who it is. You don't know whose I brought.
Well, it's not mine, so
If you're not with me, you're against me. Isn't that what Anakin says?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So now you have to keep all that Star Wars stuff in.
Great, I will.
Well, I got to hear about this Daggerheart competitor that I have to go and squash.
Okay.
Sure, I'm in.
Okay. So this is by a user on Reddit named Darth Kvoth.
Oh, so it is mine.
Is it?
Is it KVOTHE?
No E at the end. And it is I want to describe it like a Sword in the Stone style fear tracker that kind of gives like Game of Thrones vibes.
'Tis the gentle hand that rules the land.
Okay. You need to cool it.
Physically impossible.
Okay, so yeah, if you imagine like a like Sword in the Stone, so it's like a big rock with like sword sticking out of it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
imagine
imagining
multiple.
I love. Did you just mansplain what a sword in the stone was?
I'm practicing.
So picture a sword that's in a stone.
Okay, so you got it.
I'm with you. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm with you.
I think we're on the same. Wait. Is it something like a long, sharp blade and it's inside a rock?
Yeah, but it has a handle on it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Good.
Okay. So now
You're
I'm there.
following?
Yeah. Now
Okay, great.
I'm with you.
Okay, now imagine multiple of those.
Multiple
You lost me.
swords in one stone.
One stone?
Yes. Still one stone. Multiple swords.
Jeez, this is only one glass of wine.
Oh, you did finish it. Okay. I need to start again.
I missed you guys.
We successfully managed to bully Loren out of her show and tell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know what we were talking about. I lost the thread for real. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, multiple swords.
Multiple swords.
One
We're going
Heideki.
further back than that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so this Reddit user, Darth Quoth, bought a Heideki and drilled holes in the top of it.
Oh.
And then they like all the stuff that just came from Amazon. They're like tiny little like sword charms, I think, that you can stick in the top. And obviously they each indicate a fear token. But it just like aesthetically, the
Yeah.
look of like a boulder with like multiple swords sticking out of it.
very cool.
And Kelly, I'm pointing at you. You'll love this because it's a Heideki, built-in storage when you're not using the sword.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Better than mine.
They wrote in their post that it was inspired. I haven't played this game, Clair Obscure, but it's inspired by one of the boss fights. In the post, they have like a screenshot where you're just like standing there and there's like a bunch of like big swords like sticking out of the ground. So that was, I think, the inspiration for it. But yeah, it doesn't look very expensive because it's just like like a drill and a bunch of these little sword charms and a hide a key.
Very cool.
Maybe paint it if you're feeling fancy, but it just like, the aesthetics of it, amazing, impeccable.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's a great idea. Well, Darth, you bested me this time. That's awesome.
Very cool.
Will just go ahead and throw my video in the garbage.
Okay.
And I'll just
physically throw
repost.
your video in the garbage, throw your fear tracker in the garbage.
I really want to make that. In fact, I might. I'm going to go to the show notes and get that link. And maybe I'm going to make that.
There are no directions. There's no instructions for it. It's like drill a hole and a hide a key.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I just want to see it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Wow. Thank you for sharing. I am looking forward to building that
Thank
for
you
our
for-
Daggerheart game.
Thank you for letting me finish.
Hey, you're welcome.
Not very often you get to say
It's
that.
true.
Huh?
Yeah, it's true. Decreasing in frequency, actually.
I love that for you. Wait, no, hate that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my bad.
But hey, Valentine's Day.
Hey.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah. All right, Kelly, what do you got?
All right. I'm very excited about my show and tell. I have a free spatial audio tool made by a fan of the channel
Okay.
or a TTRPG agnostic compendium of tragedy.
Ooh. Okay. So I want to hear about the tool. I think it's because you propose it as being like from a fan of the channel. Can you do the whole show and tell, but only referring to them as a fan of the channel, not giving credit?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I just won't shout out their name at all.
I'm interested.
XOXO fan of the channel.
Some guy.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the spatial audio tool. If you're down for that, Lauren.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
But with Alex's stipulation.
Okay. Well, fan of the channel writes,
No, who are they?
Yeah. Who is it?
Wouter wrote me saying that they have been working on a passion project of theirs, which is a spatial audio tool. What the heck does that mean? I didn't know, so I opened up the email and I just clicked right on their link without a thought in my mind. But good thing.
You've heard of .com, you've heard of .net, but you've never heard of a web address ending in .exe.
So weird. It just wouldn't load. I just kept putting in my password again and again.
Fan of the channel has drained our joint bank account.
But luckily, Wouter is not trying to hack me. They just made something sick. So it is a program where you can load in a map and then you can drop sound emitters on the map and then you can drag your listener around. So like if you want a specific, tavern song, or they cross a river, or you want to have like a sad song when they get to this place, you set up all these emitters and then you can just drag your players around and it transitions between the sounds.
Cool.
It's really cool. Like I think it would obviously requires a little bit of work to get set up,
Prep.
a little bit
I'm
of
out.
prep. But you could also I think you could also very much set up like essentially like a soundboard kind of thing that you could use like repeatedly, but like just like having a dragging interface instead of like start stop
list,
buttons.
Yeah.
You can
Which I think is really cool.
also like without contextualizing it as being like an audio map, you can have it be like an audio flow chart.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
totally.
I think it's a genius idea.
There's like a ton of flexibility. So it's like just gives you the tools and you can do whatever you want. You can also like set loops and trim tracks without editing the files and stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's completely free. It's on Itch. They just posted it to Itch. It's called Ambient Architect. It's just a really solid free program. It's really cool that Wouter was just like, I think this would be really cool, and then they just made it.
I love that. Good for you.
Just put it out there, and so yeah, I think go check it out. I haven't had the chance to use it in a game yet, but I just played around with it a little bit, and it looks really cool.
Awesome.
Sick.
I guess we got to play our next session.
Yeah. So
I love being dragged around.
gotta set up an audio map and get my playlists in order. I look forward to playing with it some more, and it's free, so you guys should check it out.
Awesome. That segment was brought to you by A Witchy Evening with the Thruple in Your Life. A Witchy Evening with the Thruple in Your Life. The candles can be used for the spell and some play afterwards.
Whoa, spicy.
Our next segment is Pop Culture Adventure Build. In Pop Culture Adventure Build, we take a usually popular IP and talk about how we can make an adventure inspired by it in D&D. This month, we're doing Fallout.
I was going to say there's no theme song, but yeah, okay. I think you nailed
There's
it.
so many iconic songs from Fallout.
I
don't want to set the world on fire.
But it doesn't have a theme song. Like when the opening credits.
War.
Yeah.
War has changed.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah. I'm just doing the thumbs up, but you can't hear it. All right, so we have some ideas. We have a little bit of a framework that I think we're going to kind of set the scene for the adventure, and then we've each brought in some encounter ideas to throw in with that. If I may set the scene.
Please
do.
He would do it anyway.
They're saying no, but I'm going to keep going.
I'm giving him the thumbs down.
They're shaking their heads.
He's proposing it like a suggestion, but he has a literal firearm in his hand.
They're taking off their headphones and walking out of the room, but I'm going to keep going anyways. So I was trying to think of the idea of coming out of the vault into a strange world. Mm-hmm. But how can you do that in a campaign that maybe is ongoing? Mm-hmm. So how can you take that idea and drop that in anywhere? And the closest thing I could come up with was traveling to another plane that's like a dark, twisted shadow of the material plane. And so I thought Shadowfell would be the ideal location for this. So Adventure Hook, an ally of the party, gets kidnapped and is rumored to have been taken to the Shadowfell. The entrance to the Shadowfell is a stone tomb deep underground where the boundary between the plane, the material plane, and Shadowfell is thin. They know the location of where their ally is being held, and they have to travel there to get their ally back. But along the way, they may face some dangerous encounters. And so in the Shadowfell, I think you could really capture that Fallout vibe by like making it more of a reflection of the material plane.
Yeah.
And like describing iconic landmarks, but like with, twisted or decaying kind of things like they do in Fallout. All those like Las Vegas signs, in
the Washington Monument.
Yeah. So you can do things like that with iconic, if you're playing on the Sword Coast, iconic Sword Coast landmarks that they see in Shadowfell that are like twisted and decayed. What did you guys think about? Have any ideas about like bringing that little flavor things that could bring the Fallout vibe?
The aesthetic of Fallout is really cohesive and it's a vibe, but the thing that like sings to me in Fallout are the factions. So I was trying to come up with factions that could be inspired by the regular Sword Coast.
Oh yeah.
That might lend itself to being like a Fallout-esque faction in Shadowfell.
Oh, cool.
What's the name of they're in Baldur's Gate. They are like bards.
Oh, the harp.
Harpers?
The Harpers. Yeah, I was thinking the Harpers could be like there's a group of like the Brotherhood of Steel that are like in exile, and they could be like Harpers that are stuck in Shadowfell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very cool.
And I was wondering if we could toy with like the idea of giving them magic items that are akin to power armor.
Yeah, totally.
There is I was trying to come up with a faction, and maybe you guys might be able to help me, to be like NCR. Like, is there like a kind of, we're the good guys, we're gonna take care of the land, but really they're like a little bit dictatorial, or however you say it?
My Fallout resume is very limited to the first season of the show.
Oh, okay.
And like a couple hours of Fallout 4.
So in Fallout, there's a faction that's the New California Republic. They use the California state flag, which has a bear on it.
Yeah.
But it's a mutated bear with 2 heads.
Oh, nice.
So they're like a really big faction. They appear in almost every Fallout game.
Okay.
And they're like the good guys.
Okay.
But they're also like, if you're going to be part of the NCR, you got to follow their rules.
Right.
And so, like, to the average person, the NCR is great. But as a powerful person, the player, you're like, I'm not necessarily going to side with the NCR.
Yeah.
I might do it because it's the good ending, but these guys kind of suck, actually.
Yeah. You're holding me back.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like an analogous of a kind of, quote unquote, good guy faction in the Shadowfell.
Yeah. I guess like a whatever church.
I was gonna say, it could be like any big like religious.
Yeah.
Because like they can provide, the resource being like light.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's very good. And have like paladins or like, their form of paladins out in the world, kind of like keeping their law and order, whatever that is. And I think it's almost better. I don't know what the NCR's rules are, but it's almost better if it's like doesn't quite match with the material planes, like with the player's sense of like what should be. It's like their rules are very strict and they have clear rules, but they're like still like, oh, like I don't. That's not how it is topside,
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. As far as encounters, what did you guys have thoughts?
I have one thought.
All right. Give me your thought.
Okay. So the episode that I haven't been able to stop thinking about is the one that has the gulper in it, because that thing is like the thing of nightmares. I hate it.
That's so funny. Okay. We made...
Oh no, the same encounter?
Well, let's see. We based it off the same thing.
Okay. I mean, I didn't go into too many details in my notes because I figured we would chat about it. So I figured, okay, so if they're like our players, our characters, and maybe like fresh through to Shadowfell, walking along, there's like sulfury, swampy bodies of water in Shadowfell.
For sure.
Based on my research. Never been myself.
In this Shadowfell, there sure is.
And maybe they like see or hear someone, they probably like hear someone like screaming and then a giant splash and then screaming again, probably. So probably they'll go investigate it. And there is just like somebody using a smaller person as bait to catch a monster because it like, I don't know, swallowed something important to them. Money, whatever the currency is in Shadowfell.
Bottle caps.
Yeah.
It's bottle caps. Yeah. Okay. So that was a 1 for 1. So then I just looked up. I mean, there is Gulper stats. There is like in the Fallout, there's like a 5e Fallout wiki.
Oh.
And you can just pull, there's like 4 different, let me bring it up.
Is there a 5e Fallout conversion that I'm not aware of? Like the Star Wars 5e? Is there like Fallout 5e?
There are, 5 different Gulper monster stats.
Wow.
That range from quarter challenge rating to 9.
Wow. Very
so
cool.
Based on your party's level, I think you could, I mean, you probably wouldn't go with like the baby Gulper, probably something a little bit more impressive. But yeah, it's just it's a Gulper encounter. And I guess you can decide or we can decide if we want the person, the bait, quote unquote, person to die, or you could save them and they could like come with you maybe and like act as like,
party, They could be a potential guide for you if they're familiar with the area.
Yeah. And I mean, assuming that you do kill the Gulper and the person who was the captor also survives, they could like flip you a little coin to... as thanks for killing the beast and then skedaddle.
Our encounters are very similar, but I think you could still run them both because mine's kind of like a little bit of a twist. So I think you could kind of
double Gulper
bait per se your players with your encounter.
There's always a bigger fish. That's what the Star Wars prequel teaches you.
If there's one thing I learned from the Phantom Menace.
This episode is not sponsored by Star Wars. You guys need to freaking...
That segment was brought to you by George Lucas. That segment was brought to you by the House of Mouse.
Wow. How have they heard the pod?
Yeah, amazing. So mine is similar setup, except there's some kind of like body of water that the party needs to cross. It's in their path, or that they're just passing by and they hear crying and they come across like this black lake, and there is a little girl hanging in a cage above the water crying and pleading for the party to come let her out.
But she's not bait for the fish.
No, she's not.
Bait for the party.
You failed, Kelly. We saw right through you.
Yeah, you failed. I failed. But perhaps if they've been primed with your encounter where there are these monsters and there are people being used as bait,
True.
then they come across this little girl and they're like, oh my God, there's another person being used as bait. We have to save her.
We'll have to protect this one.
Yeah. But the girl is a specter, and she is like has a symbiotic relationship with this monster of the deep, this aberration. And
The monster eats the bodies, the specter eats the soul.
exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
So kind of like inspired a little bit by BioShock.
Big Daddy and Little Sister.
Yeah.
As soon as you said it.
Yeah. So like Fallout,
Freaking
BioShock.
Loren, could you just give us the room, please?
Just like for like 2 to 4 hours, please.
Not for sex, to be clear. way too
We'll see
long.
what happens.
Way too long.
Well, a portion of the 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah. Approximately 70 seconds.
3 hours, 59 minutes of BioShock talk. So very similar setup, but maybe a twist. So I think you could still run both of them by like priming your players with one and then, having them come across that. But yeah, just the idea of a little girl like The Ring style, like in a like tattered like shift or whatever, just like in a cage hanging above a lake.
Yeah.
Cool.
Real spooky stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
What were your thoughts, Alec?
So
Also a gulper.
for the first time in a while, my resume for the IP we're talking about is massive.
Extensive.
I've played every Fallout game, including like the tactical games, the mobile games, etc.
Yeah.
I've spent probably 100 hours poring over the Fallout wiki, and it's all about 10 years in my past. So I didn't do any refreshing.
Yeah.
But with all of that extensive knowledge at one point being in my brain, I came up with a mini game.
Oh,
Ooh, love it.
Very fun.
So one of the things that I think is really important if you're going to run a Fallout-inspired campaign, Fallout is one of those video games that's like king of environmental storytelling. And you like every single settlement has like a really, well, in some of the games, not Fallout 4, in many of the Fallout games, every settlement that you can really visit has like a cohesive, self-contained story. And even the places that are uninhabited, you'll be reading like logs on the computers in order to like find out the story of that place when it was occupied.
Right.
But lots of places you go have like computer security. And there's like a little mini game that you have to play, particularly in like the more modern Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Fallout 4.
Okay.
It's like a mini game where there's like a word list, and you have to choose, you have to guess which one of these words is the password.
Oh.
And then it'll tell you if any of the letters are correct.
Like Wordle.
Yeah, but it also like there's like jumbled like symbols and stuff like that interspersed throughout this word list.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And if you find a spot that has an open bracket and a closed bracket on the same line, if you select that, then it can either remove a dud entry or it can replenish the amount of tries you get before the computer locks itself.
Cool.
Okay.
And I was thinking you could straight up 1-to-1 that into D&D and just have it be like a magical trap. Or
Totally.
like a magical force field or something like that.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, it would be like a pretty quick mini game, but people might be delated by it, especially if they like Fallout.
I'm already delighted by the idea of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be sweet to add as like a door puzzle to the kind of fortress of whatever of the captors. If like I kind of picture that like once they get there, there's like a camp kind of thing that you that they would want to like break into and then try and rescue their friend. So having that as like in the entrance would be really cool and very very Fallout coded for sure. That's awesome.
One of the other things I was thinking about is being like iconically Fallout, but I don't know how well you could translate it into D&D without people understanding that it's a Fallout reference.
Okay.
The Deathclaw.
Not familiar.
Think of the Tarrasque.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that's like kind of an iconic, really tough enemy?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the Deathclaw in Fallout.
Okay.
They are like big reptilian creatures, big old claws.
Okay.
At
Big
the
old
beginning
titties?
of Fallout 4, huge tits. At the beginning of Fallout 4, you fight one, you get like power armor and a big belt-fed machine gun for a minute.
Okay.
And you fight, it's like the
Been a
first
while.
10 minutes.
Okay. I remember the settlement. I got to the first settlement, which is the one in the show, actually. I'm pretty sure that the town in the show in season 1 that she goes to
Really?
is the settlement from Fallout 4, I think. It looked so familiar to me.
Interesting.
I think it must be.
Some Fallout lore I didn't know.
I could be totally off base, but it looked so familiar that I'm pretty sure it was.
Kelly's
the town.
wrong. Let him know in the comments. He needs to be taken down a peg.
I will. But the Deathclaw is like, it appears in basically every Fallout game.
Okay.
And they're like, if you're at the late stage of the game and you've got good gear, you can kill one.
Okay.
It's like not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But oftentimes you run into one in the early game and you would get one hit killed. So it's like avoid that area.
Yeah.
But many a player, especially a new player, will like accidentally get absolutely fucked up by a Deathclaw.
Okay.
And it would be really cool to have something like a Deathclaw in your D&D campaign as like a nod.
Yeah,
A
totally.
Tarrasque or something. But
Yeah.
so many times, you know, the party has an expectation that the things you're going to put in front of them are achievable goals.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so like you put a big monster in front of them, they're like, maybe we'll be able to kill it.
Yeah.
Like when was the last time Kelly put something we had to run away?
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Shadow Dark.
True.
Yeah, I think that's totally doable though, especially in somewhere like the Shadowfell. If they're going in, like having whatever allies are sending them on this mission, having them be like, there is an unspeakable horror that roams the Shadowfell, like
Yeah.
in this area, like do not,
True.
do
You could
not encounter it.
And you
It-
could just put that first.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could just put it as the very first thing they encounter.
Yeah, and it could be like, yeah, I think if you like start it with being like someone being like,
Do not engage.
Someone powerful.
yeah, someone they
tough.
respect,
Yeah.
is like, it will fuck you up. then
You are
then they-
literally not prepared.
Yeah.
Then they might be like, okay, but you're right. You do have to prepare for the possibility that your players will be like, well, they're not us.
Yeah. Well, I'm a level 3 fighter. So,
I'm the strongest one on the plane.
yeah.
They have a +1 sword.
Yeah.
Did you guys have other encounters?
That was my main. Well, I have an idea for like a little bit of a twist
Ooh.
ending.
Yeah.
And motivation for why they stole your ally
Yeah.
in the first place.
Hit us with it.
This is a little bit of stealing from Baldur's Gate as well, coming back to Fallout. But I guess in this Shadowfell, it is like such a mirror of the material plane that there exists like a dark and twisted Shadowfell version of the party. And their friend, who is the Shadowfell version of your ally, is dying, and they need their organs because they know it's a match because they're the same person.
Yeah.
So they kidnapped your friend to save their friend.
I love that.
That's so twisted.
They like get to the fort in the end and like break in, and they discover that themselves essentially, and then might have like a little bit of a moral dilemma.
Also inspired by Mass Effect 3.
I only played the beginning. Also, only the beginning.
So
Kelly has commitment issues, it turns out. We're finding out now.
Mass Effect 3 had a really disappointing ending and fans hated it.
Okay.
So they rewrote it, but then also still not great. However, they then released a DLC that was like, it's meant to be played directly before the very end of the game.
Okay.
And it's basically all the characters from the Mass Effect games coming together and partying before the potential end of the universe.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
That's fun.
And then the central plot is, spoilers for Mass Effect. At the beginning of Mass Effect 2, the main character gets absolutely murked by aliens.
Okay.
And then it skips ahead 2 years because a human terrorist organization has put trillions of credits into the Lazarus Project, which brings the main character, Commander Shepard, back to life.
Okay.
And in this DLC in Mass Effect 3, you find out one of the ways that they did that was they cloned him or her and used the clones as organ donors.
Oh my God.
And so one of the clones escapes
Oh.
and, you know,
Yeah.
chaos ensues.
Oh, very good. Okay. Yeah. So similar idea then. Yeah.
Could we work into the kind of the motivation being that like that person is one of a few key people that could activate some strategic resource or something like that? Because my favorite Fallout game is Fallout New Vegas.
Okay.
And the climax of the game, well, much of the game, you're seeing these factions kind of the edges of conflict that they're having. The New California Republic, Kaiser's Legion.
Yeah.
Which is the one with the guy with the coyote head.
Kaiser's Legion.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Vulpes and Kanta.
Yeah.
And then there's like a third faction as well that I won't get into, spoiler alert. But anyways, the very climax of the video game is the battle for Hoover Dam.
Oh, okay.
And you get to, whoever you side with potentially gets to control Hoover Dam. And so like one of the things that could happen is, you know, if this is a longer extended campaign, you can see those factions, maybe like the ones that I very vaguely spitballed about, could be vying for a strategic resource. And the evil version of the party could have this character that's the dark side of your friend. Mm-hmm. It could be like a key person for activating the strategic resource once it's controlled.
Totally.
That's cool.
Yeah. I also love the idea that like in the material plane, they're just like nobody. But like the Twisted Shadowfell version of them, they're like
really important.
Really important. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, I didn't do enough research on the Shadowfell to learn about like what kind of resources and things are important. But
I know nothing about Shadowfell, but I was thinking like the resource could just be like light that keeps the dark at bay.
For sure. Yeah. I think my most experience with Shadowfell is the Nadpod arc. Yeah, I think for sure like some kind of light source that keeps dark at bay for sure is a good thought. I love that. And then depending on if you choose to revive this person and like kill, you know, if your party chooses to revive this person and kill the shadow party, like then maybe they'll control that resource and they'll have to decide what to do about that. Because that puts them in the center of like a geopolitical situation, which is very cool as a player.
I wonder, okay, so you mentioned this off the pod. I've done extensive thinking and a bit of writing about, not in D&D, but like a Fallout TTRPG. And particularly like a campaign world that's set in our region, which isn't featured in the Fallout games. And there's like lots of different tabletop systems that people have adapted for Fallout. But all of that to say, I have lots of thoughts about different settlements and stuff.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I was thinking about with the premise that we've set up, I don't know how best to do it, but like a key part of the Fallout series is the vaults.
Yeah.
The vaults themselves, because you come out of the vault in a couple of games. Yeah, a lot of the games.
Yeah, 4,
but,
I think.
You explore other vaults as part of the game.
Okay.
And almost every single vault, there's some control vaults, but almost every single vault, an experiment is being done on the people. And when you explore the vaults, you can learn about what experiment was happening.
Right.
So there is like a vault where it's only women and one man.
Okay.
There's a vault. There's Vault 11. Every year, one person had to be sacrificed, or the whole vault would be killed.
Oh my God.
And then at the very end, they find out it was a lie. There's a vault where the door purposely was built not to shut properly, so they could see how people handle the radiation.
Oh my God.
There's a vault where nobody over the age of 15 was allowed in.
Ew. That's just a Lord of the Flies vault.
This one isn't an entertaining vault per se, but just to read the entry that describes the vault. Vault 43, populated with 20 men, 10 women, and 1 panther.
Yeah, definitely adding in something like that would be very interesting. And
I wonder if it could be like a series of experiments to see if they could like replicate some scenario. And that is actually what revealed that the dark side version of your friend was significant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So like they like go to the compound where they're being held and they find like these experiments going on.
Or it could be part of the breadcrumb trail as they go
Right.
from like vault to vault.
Yeah.
They go from area to area.
Yeah.
There's a vault from Fallout 3 where everybody, instead of living in reality, it's kind of like the Matrix. They get put into these vats and live in a virtual reality instead.
Oh,
Jeez. Man, that's some wild stuff.
This is, I guess, spoilery for the first season, but it's not a specific plot of the first season.
Okay.
But the vaults are all run by a company called Vault Tech.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Fallout TV show is revealing new lore about what went into Vault Tech and building the vaults. And it's so exciting. And it's implied at the end of the first season, and I haven't seen any of the second season yet.
Okay.
That season 2, New Vegas, baby.
Oh, nice.
That's sweet. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more.
You could have a settlement where there is like a giant magical artifact at the center, and some people worship it, but other people want to get rid of it. But you could have the party interact with some NPCs that some of them want them to make the magical artifact inert, but others want you to deploy it and blow up the city for some incredible financial gain, or that's the only way they can get the next clue, or so they think, to find out where their friend is.
Yeah, I think you could also take this like vault idea as well and make it like, because the Shadowfell is like kind of so distorted and weird, like it could almost be like these little secular communities that are just like kind of culty, that like they're not even being experimented on. They're just like, so all of these, it's so dangerous to travel in the Shadowfell that like these communities just stay together and like they're so isolated.
Get real weird.
And it just like gets really weird. And so your party is like on the way traveling to these like little settlements, and just like each settlement has like a shtick of like some weird thing that they do.
There's also a faction in Fallout. You're just reminding me, there's a faction in Fallout called the Children of Adam.
Okay.
And they like worship radiation.
God.
I think it's like ascending to become like feral ghouls or something like that.
Okay.
There could be like one of these factions that pervade these little settlements from time to time that like worship the darkness and want to like find a way to destroy these pillars of light.
Yeah, totally. And the idea of radiation as well, I think, is kind of already present in the Shadowfell, because I think there is like a sickness or a darkness or something that is there that is kind of leaches into you. So that concept as well is there, and you could showcase like essentially ghouls or like people who have become twisted by the darkness that attack the party on the road, or like try and get them to do something.
What I was trying to incorporate by talking about the vaults and these different, this campaign is the perfect opportunity for you to make whatever social issues your party is interested in. It's the perfect way to present little commentaries on them.
Yeah.
In a Fallout, those commentaries are varying levels of crude to elegant.
For sure.
It's a spectrum. So go ham, have fun.
Yeah, just take like social things that are top of mind for your group and just like turn them up to 12. Just like absolutely amplify them, and just let your party interact with them. Yeah, I think like the basic structure of this is super easy to and flexible to do whatever you want with. Like, there is a goal, it's a fixed location.
Yeah.
Your party either knows where it is or how to find the next clue. And then you just keep dropping things in their path. And there's so much flexibility in the Shadowfell because it's so weird and foreign that you can kind of do whatever you want. And also maybe without too much consequence of ruining your campaign world, because it's like a completely different plane.
Totally.
So make it weird and just like keep dropping these weird encounters along the way. And man, I want to play this. Yeah, I mean, this could easily be like an adventure or a campaign, like you said.
And we're barely scratching the surface, right?
Totally.
We haven't talked about synths. We haven't talked about,
Yeah, you could really run with this. But for an adventure, I think that's a solid foundation.
Yeah, if you should run this, and by you, I'm talking to you, listener. And then you should email powerwordspill@gmail.com.
We like D&D show at gmail.com. Subject line, be foreigners.
And tell us about how it went.
Yeah.
By it, I mean watching The Foreigners.
Yeah. That segment was brought to you by Gulper Encounters. Gulper Encounters. That's what they used to call sex with Alec and Colin.
It's crazy that that's the one that's going to make the episode.
Listen, I don't make the rules, but I do edit the podcast. So.
How did you know that?
We went to the same college. Word gets around, Alec.
Loren started that.
Our last segment is 2 DMs, 1 player, a game we made up where 2 of us take turns DMing for 1 player, trying to get them to say a secret word. If the secret word is said on your turn, you get a point. But if you say any part of the word while DMing, it's a -2 penalty. And whoever has the most points at the end of 3 rounds wins.
All right. Who's the player today? Is it Loren again?
Dibs.
Back to Loren?
Dibs.
Okay. Loren's the player, so then I guess that means get out of here.
I'll get out of here.
Amscray. Kick rocks. Shall I roll for the roll table?
Yes, please.
It is a 4.
The word is goo.
All right, sick.
All right, Loren, come on back.
I only kicked 1 rock.
What are you doing?
And had a bunch of little swords in it.
Yeah, it really hurt, actually.
You lost my keys.
All right, Loren, tell us about your character.
I'm going to be playing Val, a human fighter who was born on February 29th. And since it's not a leap year, she's trying to figure out what to do for her birthday.
Interesting.
Okay. Val, the human fighter who was born on a leap year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's like, well, it's not a leap year, so what do I do with my birthday?
Okay.
I have someone in my neighborhood who is February 29th baby.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a bit of a tradition on non-leap years to call him at 11:45 on February 28th and say, happy birthday, and then hang up.
I love that. That's so fun.
All right, Kelly, we got to roll to see who DMs first.
Yeah.
High roll goes first.
Okay.
So that means if you roll higher than me, you go first.
Right.
But if I roll higher than you go first.
You're going to have to explain this again to him anyway later.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at my number. I was initially disappointed, but after that explanation, I'm pretty happy.
Why is that?
Because you rolled a 20.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And you agreed to the terms that I just laid out?
Which was low roll goes first. No, wait, high roll goes first. You said high roll?
Did you agree with what I just said?
I don't know. I don't remember.
He blindly agreed because he was trying to figure out if he had to go first.
You missed it, but I was like, if you roll higher than me, then you go first.
Yeah.
And if I roll higher than you go first. And then you're like, all right, well, I'll roll.
Got him.
I'll go first.
I was too busy concentrating on
You Apple terms and conditions. Too many words, not listening anymore.
this isn't the first time I've agreed to something I didn't understand.
And you know what? I'm really sad I got COVID on your wedding day. And you know what? I'm glad you ended up going to that college.
Hey, it all works out in the end. It all comes up, Kelly, in the end.
All right, put a minute on the clock.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go. Val, you receive a knock at your door. It's middle afternoon, a week before your birthday.
I look at the little people.
It's Yennefer, your best friend.
My best friend. I open the door.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, Yen. Nice to see you.
I think it's going to be good to see you, but I have a question.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Today?
For your birthday.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, my birthday isn't really happening this year, so I figured maybe people could just come over at like midnight or something, and we could like, I don't know.
The technicality, do something cool. Have you seen that substance you can make using baking powder where if you slap it, it's a solid, but if you press it, it's a liquid?
Magic mud.
Yeah, why don't we make a swimming pool of it?
I love the way you think, Jennifer.
All right, let's go. We're going to have to get a lot of baking soda.
Yeah, and some kind of inflatable pool, I think.
Details. Ingredients first.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And you guys head into town. What's a complication that happens along the way?
What's a complication that happens along the way? That was after the time, and I don't really want to do this, but...
Kelly, I'm so glad you asked. Some farmer is trying to move their sheep across the road from one field to another, and they just like do not want to get out of our way.
Yeah. You're
Really
standing there with a
waylays
bunch of sheep, and you're just waiting there. You're stuck, and you hear from behind you, your dad goes, "Oh, hey, Val.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, stuck at the sheep crossing too. I was just looking for you, actually. I have a birthday present for you."
My birthday is a week away.
Yeah, well, I'm so excited about it. I've been working on my new inventions. You know who I am. All my inventions.
I do love your inventions, but we live right next door to each other. You can just wait a week.
No,
across the bloody road.
Can't wait. This can't wait. He takes out what looks to be a Nike Air Jordan.
Just one.
What was the dad's voice?
Hey there, Val.
What do you think?
I guess I don't understand the meaning behind this. What is this, a sneaker?
Sneaker, that's a great name for it. I just invented it.
Oh, just the one? What's it for?
You put them on your feet.
But there's only one of them.
And he pulls out another Air Jordan.
Okay, I mean, sure, these look great, Dad.
He gives them to you.
Thank you.
I mean, technically, your birthday isn't a week away. It's 53 weeks away, so I'll just give it to you early.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And with that, the sheep are so enamored with your shoes that they just cross the street.
Oh, great.
And you guys keep going, and you make it to the store.
Okay, I guess I put my other shoes in my bag.
Good to see you, Val. Safe travels.
Oh, yeah, bye, Dad.
Ah, shit.
Actually, wait, before you go. No, I'm not done yet explaining what the gift does. He takes out this like weird green stuff from a canister, and he goes, "Well, the sneaker was nothing special. I mean, those are just Nike Air Jordans. But this right here."
Who's Jordan?
He takes out this like green stuff out of this tube, this like jelly kind of stuff, and he puts it on the bottom of the shoe, and he goes, "All right, now try and jump."
Okay, I jump.
You jump so high.
Oh, what is this? Is crazy.
Yeah,
what is it
this
called?
Weird green stuff. It's called blubber.
Okay, it's not super catchy, but okay.
Do you have any recommendations for another name for it? I'm thinking something that starts with a G. Green?
I mean, it's pretty gooey, so yeah, maybe goo.
All right,
Shoe
all right.
goo.
I actually hate that idea. Use a different G word.
I don't know, Dad. Where's Mom?
She died 10 years ago. You know this. Jesus. Why do you always get so sentimental about it on near your birthday? I'm just going to call it Glubber. Anyways, back to what you were doing. I'm out of here.
Can you take this off the bottom of my shoe, please?
Take what?
This is not goo.
No! Take off the shoes if you don't like it.
Okay, I guess I'll wear them.
And you start to walk away, but every time you step, you go like 3 feet in the air.
Okay, I take the shoes off.
You take the shoes off. They like bounce off of each other. He goes, actually, I hate Glubber. That is a bad name.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking.
Well, you know, what was that thing you said earlier? What was that name you said earlier?
Goo.
No. You had a full name for it.
Shoe goo.
You know what? I think now we got something. I think we got something there.
Okay.
You know what? I have been looking to make a shoe repair substance, and that sounds like a pretty good name.
Okay, why don't you take these back and work on them a little more, and I give him the shoes back.
All right. Well,
Disgusting shoes.
well, I can't believe you don't like my birthday present. I was so psyched about it.
Yeah, I like them. Thanks. You should get a new hobby.
At some point there, I had trouble breathing.
Well, congratulations, Alec. You knocked it out of the park.
Can you guess what the word was?
Blubber.
Yeah. Oh, amazingly, it was. Alec said it.
That was a user submitted.
By me.
Alec wrote it to the bot.
Yeah, Alec made a Patreon or whatever.
Well, Glubber is the name that they gave me in college after I had sex with them.
I can't believe I forgot that. I also started that rumor.
So the word was goo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So anyways,
Yeah, that was a wacky one, guys.
my We Like D&D New Year's resolution was to bring more pop culture references to 2DS
You
on
went
player.
with Nike Air Jordan.
Yeah.
Flubber. I went with
Flubber,
Flubber.
Oh, okay. My bad.
He puts it on a Jordan, doesn't he?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in like 15 years.
The iconic movie. I don't even know what it's called. Is it called
Flubber,
Flubber?
yeah.
Oh, okay, the movie's called Flubber.
Who's in the movie Flubber, Kelly?
What's his name?
Malcolm
Oh
Brownson.
no, it's of course
Fucking
Robin Williams.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
And we're dancing and we're back.
Yeah.
okay, that's right. I forgot. I haven't seen it in a long time either, but I do remember that he puts it on a Nike Jordan because he gives it to the basketball players.
Okay. Good job, Kelly. You're meeting your New Year's resolution. I'm really proud of you.
Okay.
Kelly looked up the plot of Flubber, but didn't look up any of the actors.
I didn't look at the plot. Believe it or not, that was from my memory of Flubber.
He's like, I gotta inject more pithy pop culture into the pod, and then he Googled Flubber.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking about that, the one where we made a Julia Child reference, and I was like, that was good. I had fun with that.
Another very relevant pop culture reference. Julia Child and fucking Flubber. Yeah, you have a beautiful mind, Kelly.
In 2 weeks, Kelly's gonna make a killer MASH reference.
Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah. And that's our show. Thank you so much for listening to whatever that was. I have a few comments to read first before we go. Moran on Patreon said, I think the same actor / different movie build is begging for a Tilda Swinton version. And
okay.
I think you are absolutely right.
Absolutely.
So that will have to be coming up in the future.
Okay, we'll add that to the list.
We've got our next pop culture character build already locked and loaded, but that will come up in the future for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Producer Loren is writing it down as we speak.
Shoddy, the curious case of Benjamin Button. And I won't be making Benjamin Button. I will be making Tilda Swinton's character.
Swinton, yeah.
Tilda Swinton is a great suggestion, though. Thank you very much.
On YouTube, Mobro25 said, all Sly Flourish is on sale for a couple more days if you want it, Alec.
Did you end up buying
jump on it. Then they said they picked up the PDF for like $4.
Whoa.
So that's a sweet steal. Laplace 8638 said, I really love hearing every time your show and tell items. I'm always excited to discover a new game or system to try out. Thanks for all this inspiration every time. You're so welcome. We are
What about a
happy.
rock DIY? Any calls for that?
Yeah, they didn't specify rock.
Okay, well, I hope you like that one.
Ruben said, Happy New Year on Spotify.
Happy New Year, Ruben.
And Cole Selly said, another fab episode. Thanks so much, Cole. We really appreciate you've been around for listening for a while. We'd love to see familiar faces in the comments. Thank you so much for your comments. And we are very excited to come to your ear holes in another 2 weeks.
Oh, I hate that. But if you're one of our lovely Patreon members, you can hear from us right now.
That's right. But if we don't see you there, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We appreciate you.
We sure do.
Super do.
Bye.
That segment was brought to you by a sword in the stone. A sword in the stone. Picture like a blade in a rock. Are you with me?
One more time.
What's a rock?
Oh, that's tragic to hear from someone who both got engaged and married.
Also, I love crystals.